So everybody was good so far tonight. This last comic, you'll see. He closes every show every Wednesday night. I have a show here at the Burren. He closes every show, and there's a possibility you'll hate his guts, but if you do hate him, you're wrong. Because if you actually pay attention and you give him a chance, he makes some okay points. And give it up for my good friend, Tom McDonald, everybody.
Well, with that intro, I'm sure you love me already. This is something I've been thinking about lately, and I'm going to talk about it. Consent. A guy with a ponytail and a wallet chain. Probably not the person you would think would be talking about this tonight. Kind of a curveball, but I'm going to talk about it. People often say you need consent for sex. I don't like saying that. The legal minimum is what you need. That's what they talk about. They keep talking about consent. It's the legal minimum. That's not what I don't want consent from a sexual partner. I want willing and active participation. Consent is awful. Think about the other things you consent to in life. You consent to the police searching your vehicle. You consent to a drug test. You consent to TSA searching your fucking bag at the airport. Ma'am, is this your pussy? Been in control of this pussy the whole time? Is there anything sharp or dangerous in this pussy I need to be made aware of? Anything explosive or dangerous? Any liquids over 2 ounces in this pussy I need to be... It's gross. Consent. Fuck you. No. Teach consent. We don't need to teach young boys consent. We need to teach young boys, make her beg for that dick. That's what we need to teach them. Willing and active only. Consent's bullshit. I don't care for it. It's not enough. No clapping. That's gross. Clapping. She shivered a little. There's a lot of clickbait floating around. I saw this clickbait article, and the title of it was just Gaston ranked worst Disney villain of all time. Which was very upsetting to me, mainly because I watched a lot of Disney movies, and I know that most Disney villains are trying to murder children. That's the plot of most Disney movies, is that there's a villain, they're trying to murder children. Cruella de Vil wanted to murder 101 Dalmatian puppies to make one coat. But Gaston is somehow worse. That's confusing to me, because I've seen Beauty and the Beast, and I don't think he's even the worst villain in that movie. Is everyone familiar with one of the main title characters, the Beast? At no point does Gaston abduct a human being and then trade that human being for a younger human being he's trying to fuck. That's what happens. At no point does Gaston fucking own slaves. Oh, I'm sorry, did you think the Beast was paying the animate furniture? No, they are slaves. They are stuck there. So the Beast is a slave owner and a sex trafficker, but somehow Gaston is worse? I don't get it. It's baffling to me. It bothers me. I'd argue Bella's the worst character. She's fucking terrible. Think about the beginning of that movie. She's walking around her hometown, looking at all these people and be like, look at all these little people in this little provincial town. Bitch, you live here. This is your town, these are your people. Why does she think she's better than everyone in her hometown? Because she reads books. But here's the thing, she reads fiction. She reads a lot of fictional books and thinks she's better than everyone in her hometown. That's like walking around your hometown being like, I've read all of Harry Potter. I'm better than all of you people. Fuck her, she's a cunt. I don't care for it. I think the real reason that everyone thinks Gaston is so awful is a really unspoken, untalked about bigotry in this country against white guys with ponytails. needs to be addressed. Be better, America. The phrase toxic masculinity gets thrown around a lot nowadays, usually at me, in the pejorative. I don't care for it. Here's the thing, though. I feel like I got sold a false bill of goods growing up, because I thought masculinity was something to strive for, something to aspire to. Then 2023 rolls around. Guess what? Not even in the top 5 genders, everybody. I got hosed. I don't know what to do about that. I'm not entirely sure. You can probably guess, I'm also very pro bullying. Big fan. But it gets a bad reputation nowadays, because everyone lumps in bullying with online bullying, which is not the same thing at all. Online bullies are trolls. They're these shitty little people that get some sort of sick validation out of making other people feel bad anonymously. Real bullying, true bullying, is done face to face. It's personal, it's intimate, and it's only because we care about you. I only bully people I love and care about. That's why my 3 younger brothers are living their best lives. Because I bully the fuck out of all of them. One of them ran an Ironman race last year. Is everyone familiar with what an Ironman race is? Yes, they are stupid. We've got cars. We don't need to move by our own power for that long a period of time anymore. It's dumb. But here's the thing. He had never done any sort of endurance race before, and so never run a marathon. But he figured, oh, before I run a marathon, how about I swim for 2+ miles? Then ride a bike through the French Alps for 100-something miles, then run the marathon. Because you want to be loose. You know what kind of fucking maniac does that? Somebody that got bullied correctly. Somebody would be like, well, Tom, what about you? What are you doing? It's not about me. Bullying's not about me. It's about me making the world a better place. One seemingly senseless act of cruelty at a time. There is a point to it. Alright. Leave you with this last thing. I think sex education in this country definitely needs to be reformed. Because I remember when I first took sex ed, it was in elementary school. They broke it up and put the kids with sex-appropriate gym teachers. There were only 2 genders at the time, so it was easy. And then they opened it up to questions, which is a forum discussion is a bad educational format for anything, let alone sex education with elementary school kids. And I know it was bad, because one of the kids in my class asked the teacher, can you pee when you have a boner? Yeah, my gym teacher said, no, you can't pee when you have a boner. Found out the hard way years later, that's completely inaccurate. I don't know if any of you ever had the awkward experience of giving a girl an inadvertent golden shower. But saying your elementary school gym teacher told you it couldn't happen is not a sufficient apology. She's still very pissed off about getting pissed on. It's enough out of me, love and love.
Tom, he's a Looney Tune.